Hi Sagittarius, thanks for watching. This is a spiritual horoscope, so please take what resonates and release the rest. I'm switching things up. I've actually just finished making some bind runes, which is a mix of several runes together that creates a new meaning. So this will be the overall theme, and then we'll clarify with some regular runes and then some cards too. So let's hop in. What does Sagittarius need to know at this time? So for your current energy, you have one that represents being assertive. So let's take a look at what you need to speak up about. It actually feels that it's in a relationship you need to speak up. That you need to really speak the truth. And there's always a positive way of saying something. There's always a good way of giving constructive feedback, but this is where that needs to happen. Because it seems like you've been holding on to stuff, and this is where there could be some resentment building up because you're holding on to things, and that means that's creating like a block between you and that other person. So this is where speaking up is so important, so you can let all that energy go. You say it and then it's done. You don't need to dwell on it anymore and carry that energy. What else can we clarify for Sagittarius? Okay, so there's 2 runes that came, and you have Gabo. So again, like there's something in these relationships, because Gabo is all about relationships and partnerships and all that kind of stuff. So this is where it's very important right now to speak up in these relationships. You have Fehu, which is about abundance. So this is where there's new energy coming in as you start speaking up for how you feel, and this is where the abundance comes in, because I feel that once you start doing that the energy becomes so much more positive, because you're truly listening to one another, and this is the abundance manifesting itself in terms of happiness. Because it's like the weight on your shoulders is so much lighter because you're speaking up and you're not carrying that energy day in and day out. What else can we clarify? Okay, so I think there's 3 runes here. Okay, so you've got Uruz, which is about perseverance. So it's the more you practice speaking up, the better you'll be at doing it. In terms of, it's like a muscle. The more you practice, the stronger you get. So this is where speaking up is so important, and it will become like second nature to do it. And you've got Haggalas. So this is where, like we talked about, energy being like carrying energy and not speaking up is like a disruption and is like a block. So that's where Haggalas is coming in to show, hey, don't carry that anymore. They don't want you to. They do. Your loved ones on the other side in heaven want you to have heaven on earth. So getting rid of all this crap that you're carrying will help you get there and will let you have the abundance. And you have Ansus. So we just mentioned how the universe and your loved ones want you to have heaven on earth. And look, and Ansus is all about asking for signs. So this is where ask your loved ones to show shine. I can't talk. To give you signs that you're in the right direction. Ask for signs when it's the right time to have these conversations. Like, you're not going to have a conversation with someone if they're already mad about a situation. Wait for them to calm down and then have a conversation. Go about it constructively, but this is where opening yourself up to the universe, letting them in, letting your loved ones giving you signs that you're in the right track, on the right track, will really change not everything, but it'll have a huge impact on this relationship. Let's go to some cards now. What can we clarify? What does Sagittarius need to know? What can we clarify for this situation? You have creation. So this is where, look, it actually says beaver moon. So this is where you need to put in the work And we talked about like it's a muscle. The more you practice speaking up, the better and easier it becomes. So this is where practice makes perfect. And so the beaver is always working. It's always building and doing something. So this is where you need to do the same thing. You need to keep investing into yourself and having it like right now I'm being drawn to these, and it's like it looks like blueprints. So you need to have a plan is what they're saying, and ask for signs with this plan that you're in the right direction. But there's maybe you're building something, but there's it really looks like blueprints. And so there's something coming in here now, but you really need to speak up with this plan that's being created right now. And look, like I'm being drawn to it looks like she's sitting on like a suitcase or something. But this is where like all that energy that you've been carrying around, like stop sitting on it, speak up, and then things start changing and flowing differently as a result of it. But it seems, look, I'm being drawn to these blueprints again. It feels like you need to weigh all your options here and figure out which plan is the best one to keep going. What else can we clarify for Sagittarius? I was almost wanting to say Scorpio there, so maybe there's a Scorpio that's helping you with these plans. Huh, that's interesting. All right, so let's keep going. What else can we clarify for Sagittarius? Okay, that just jumped out. And you have acceptance. So this is where, like, I feel with this assertiveness coming in, it's like a give and take that you need to, like the words that just they just said is like you need to pick your battles. And but you don't, like, battles sounds so negative, so it's really needing to pick your time to have the conversations, because you don't want a battle, you don't want to have that friction, you want to really listen to one another and have a conversation versus like an argument or something. So this is where there's always a positive way of giving constructive feedback, and the key word is constructive. Oh my god, look, there's something being built, because we're talking about blueprints and they kept saying construction and like constructive feedback. So this is where like there's something here. There's maybe you're moving, maybe you're building something, but there's something here. Like things are going to fall into its place, but you need to have a plan. What else can we clarify? Let's try that again. What can we clarify? I really feel something with a Scorpio. Like, I know I just wanted to say Scorpio when I said Sagittarius, but that energy keeps coming in. So there's something with these plans that have to do with a Scorpio in your life. And I'm not usually one that's big on like the signs in terms of like the moons and the cycles of all that kind of stuff. But like there's something here with the Scorpio. They keep banging that in. There's something with the Scorpio, they're saying. All right, let's keep going. What does Sagittarius need to know? So you have release. So we talked about like letting go, like don't hold on to all this negative energy. Speak up. And this is where it feels like you'll shine, and like look at all these butterflies, that you'll really transform. And it's almost like you'll be stronger for it and be a lot happier, because at least you've said your piece. There's no, like in French, there's this saying like crotte le cœur. There's nothing, like the direct translation is poop on your heart, but you don't want that energy, right? So speaking up, make sure that you're releasing anything that you're holding on that's on your heart in terms of feelings. You're letting that go. And then you've got purity is what they're saying. What else can we clarify? You have abundance. So look, you have Feihu here and abundance here. So this is where with your relationships and speaking up, you need to have fun. You need to find that balance. And that's how the abundance is coming in. but you need to, like I'm being drawn to the fox, you need to have fun with this situation. All right, this is what I have for you at this time. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.